Hi, welcome back. Glad you could join me. This is video 2, Diamond Art Painting, Relaxing of the Hummingbird. On video 1, we made some small progress on the tail feathers. We're going to be continuing our work on them down along the tail feathers. In video 1, you can remember I didn't have those particular symbols prepared, which I do now. Going to remove the square on that particular area to make it a little easier. And we're going to see about filling these ones in. This is letter N. Very, very pale color. I hope everyone's doing well today. More of a journey of every daily day of living. Now we have these H's along here, which is a very dark green as well. I'm going to first do just these couple, like so, and then try a 3 dabber and do one right here. There's a couple more right in that area up here. One of them is a little crooked. I believe it's upside down. Okay, well, try that. And we'll go ahead and do just a few more up here. Nope, that one's upside down too. And then of course we have this N-type symbol again, a couple. And we'll go ahead and fill those ones in right here. I was driving today, taking my son-in-law to work, and I had an awful experience. I was on the freeway. We'll do the arrows next. And there was a tree down on the guardrail, and I stopped only 2 feet from it. Quite the thing when you're driving 65 miles per hour and suddenly you have a tree in your way. It was quite scary to be honest. Not something I would want most people to do. I'm glad that I was unscathed from it. It just seems that no matter how experienced of a driver you can be, new things can happen at any given was downpouring. It was raining so hard. And it was so hard to see this morning, which is one of the reasons why I didn't know the tree was there until I was right practically on top of it. Still trying to work my camera, trying to keep it at landscape position. This time I think I've actually succeeded. I actually had to stop the video and restart it because I noticed that working with a new different table at this time, it's a little more narrow than I prefer. It's hard to keep track of my trays and my dots because of that. Hopefully I'll do okay with it. Might take some experimental work. Of course, I might be able to get the trays a little on the smaller side. Which might also help. All right. No, I see a few more in there, just hiding away. Thank goodness the car behind me also stopped dead in their tracks because they were pretty darn close. Another good reason not to ride the rear end of a car in front of you, because you never know what they may encounter, and if they stop rapidly like I had, they would have, that you can hit other people. And believe it or not, if you rear end somebody because you were too close, you were traveling too close, especially considering conditions of the road and circumstances, you can be ticketed and you are liable for any damage that you create to the vehicle in front of you. So, which is why I always give the car in front of me a lot of space. I don't want them to feel that I'm trying to rush them. I don't want to blind them with headlights or anything like that. Do the curved moons now. Okay. All right, the curved moons are done. I do believe I don't have this particular symbol in a tray yet, so So we're gonna go to the L's and go ahead and fill in some of them. Alright. It's kind of funny that there's only just a scattering of them right there. Alright. Now we're gonna go to trying to decide what I want to work on. Probably this side. I like going from right to left, probably because I'm right-handed. So let's do that symbol. That way I don't accidentally put my hand into any of the adhesive. It just works out a little better. Unfortunately, my tripod is right there. And once I have it set up, I don't like moving it around too much because it's hard enough to keep the camera functioning properly. Okay. Alright, I don't see any more of this particular one. So now it looks like the letter H again. Okay. And with this one, we can use the 3-ganger again. And then do the 2 singular. So I've been checking in the full drill dots, and people say they're a lot harder to do because they have to be exactly up against each other. And I don't think I'm ready for something that hard and complicated at this point. So I'm just enjoying what I do now. These allow room for a certain amount of error. From what I've seen, the cost is pretty much the same. It's not any huge change in the cost. I'm gonna do the equal signs here. This should be fun. Should be able to do like 3 at a time. Okay. One last one for right here. Oops, I think that one did not. There. Didn't slide down in there properly. Okay. And then we have chicken feet with some Y's in there. And the chicken feet are right here. some more. Whoops, that one did not come off. Here we go. Chicken feet. And now we got Y's. This one requires a lot of changing in the colors. So I would ask a favor that you hit the thumbs up like button and subscribe, and only hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Like I said, I always use the subscription to find out if a person has any new videos out. And leave a comment if you like. I also have an eBay store, which is everything under the sun with hyphens in between all the words, all lowercase. So it would be everything hyphen under hyphen the hyphen sun. And again, all lowercase. I sell different products on eBay. I could really use help on views and monetization by the viewers. And as I had mentioned with the first one that I was doing, the butterfly, I am an older female, of course, and I have to retire from housekeeping due to the needs of several different bone surgeries because the job wore out joints in my body. Okay, that's all the dashes. I think we're going to do these few L's up here to just go across there. And so during this challenging and more sedative lifestyle, because I have to recover from each and every surgery as they happen, I find it very difficult to sit around, do nothing. So when I was growing up, we didn't have electronics and modern conveniences, and we had to learn to entertain ourselves and do whatever we could find things to do. And I was always a very crafty type person. And so this is something I always wanted to do, which was try out diamond arts, which I like it. It's my kind of thing, doing something that keeps my hands busy and speaking to an audience while doing so keeps my mind engaged as well. And I was hoping to perhaps make a small income off from it as well. I think I need a little more wax here. So I could use all the subscriptions and view time and everything to whoever may be listening to me. I do know that I also like to sleep to videos playing. I find it very relaxing to have someone speaking. You feel less alone, and it just feels good without a huge TV blaring. And if you wake up and you want to watch a little of it, it's entertaining without being too entertaining and keeping you awake. At least that's how I find watching videos. Working on a pale, very pale pink right now. Being older is definitely a challenge, and having things happen to your body without your permission is definitely a challenge. Again, working with the 3 gainer. Whoops, I don't know how that happened. Huh, they're just coming out of nowhere. At least that's my opinion. Maybe you can see better than me on it. All right. Let's see where we're at now. Here's one. So these are definitely running up along through here. In these singular spots. I'm going to go here, and because that will be the stop point, I guess. All right. Now I think that we're going to fill some of these ends in. Okay, and there we are. It's still pink. Just a very, very pale one. It's almost like trying to fill in any that have 3 right away. So, looks like they all start like separating now. Hope you can see it right. I might have ran a little bit without any viewing. Any of that is my mistake. little to make sure that that stays within screen. All right. Any more? No, I think that's it for now. All right. Trying to decide what we're doing here. How about we fill in these X's through here? There's some X's here. That's a really red-orange color. Let's go ahead and use the 3 game to do that one. Okay. And then if you go across, you'll see more X's up in here that we need to do. Whoops. Oh. Sometimes when they grab hard. Don't move at all. No, I guess that is kind of reminds me of an upside down one. Just doesn't seem right. Don't know. I'm gonna grab a different one. Put it in. There we go. Just because. All right. Oh, I did find another N. I see that, huh? Just one. We're gonna go ahead and grab just one and stick it there. So easy to miss just one when you have so many other symbols going on. Now I think we're gonna do L because there's a lot of them. So start filling them in. So I'd like to thank everyone who takes the time to view my video, and I hope you had a good time. Well, I really royally messed that up. And I really hope that you'll come and join me every day to see a little more of each project being worked on. This is the hummingbird that I'm working on for my other granddaughter. The first one, the butterfly, goes to her sister. And I hope everyone takes care and definitely drive safely. It can be quite scary out there, and you never know what's gonna happen, what kind of run-in on the roads you're gonna have. I've spent a lot of miles on the road, and it can be a scary, scary place. I think this is going to be the conclusion of today. We still have quite a few to do. As you can see, there are some empty spots going right here, and we're filling it in. Thank you so much, and until next time.